Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and showing you some swatches of the latest Obsessions eyeshadow palettes by Huda Beauty. She released two recently. This one is the Coral Obsessions and this is the Gemstone Obsessions one. I bought mine from Cult Beauty in the UK, which is the only official stockist in the UK that sells Huda Beauty products. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Obsessions range, her normal range of eyeshadow palettes are generally quite big. They've got about 18 shades in them and they are fairly expensive. So these are the more affordable range, if that's what you want to call it. The only thing that makes it affordable is just that there are less eyeshadows and the palette is a lot smaller, so it's just more affordable in that respect, not in terms of a compromise when it comes to quality. The quality is exactly the same as the eyeshadow palettes, if not better, I would say. So these are what they both look like. I'll show you them up close as soon as I start to show you some swatches. So this one is the Gemstones one and this one is the Coral one, quite obvious. They cost £25 each, and altogether they contain 9 eyeshadows. So the Gemstones one specifically is full of gemstone kind of colours, as the name suggests, so lots of rich jewel tone shades. And then the Coral one is obviously, as the name again suggests, full of kind of coral tone shades and shades that go well with coral shades. Now this one is full of kind of metallic shimmery shades. There's not a single matte in here. This eyeshadow palette is kind of created, I would say, solely for the purpose of using it with something else, because if you use a shade in your crease, it's normally a matte shade and this doesn't have a matte. So this one is great for, I would say, lid shades as well as highlighting your brow bone and your tear duct, but you can't obviously use this in your crease. Obviously makeup is makeup, you can do what you want, but I'm just talking about from a general point of view when it comes to makeup, and you need to have something other than just one kind of texture. Whereas this one here, the Coral one, has actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matte shades, and then there are 2 shimmery textured shades. So this one is almost the complete opposite of this one, but I really wanted to get my hands on both of them. I love Huda Beauty's eyeshadows in general. I would say that her palettes are some of the best on the market. Overall, I give them both a 10 out of 10. The quality is excellent. The shades are pigmented. They're buttery soft. They're easy to blend. They don't snag. They don't oxidize on the skin. They don't come off easily. They're just all round amazing eyeshadow palettes. Now, in terms of the matte shades, obviously in this one, they're all very, very pigmented. They're very easy to blend. I don't find them difficult at all. A little bit of powder kicks up, but not too much to make it like really annoying and a waste. In case you're worried about getting through it very quickly, that won't happen. And then with this one, as well as these two, which have got the metallic-y shades, they're very, very buttery soft. They're very thick, a lot like the ones with the previous Obsessions palettes. So when you press your brush into it, do not press too hard, otherwise you will find quite a big chunk of it comes away, and then when you apply it to the lid, you'll find you've actually got too much product on and it's almost like a waste. It turns to kind of a buttery texture, so that means less is definitely more. It's one of those textured eyeshadows, I would say, that is best built up, so then you can slowly increase the intensity to how you want it. So that's all I have to say in terms of these eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just going to show you some swatches now. So this is what the palette itself looks like. It comes in the standard cardboard case like all her eyeshadow palettes. It's got a nice mirror at the top, and here you can see inside is all 9 shades. So I'm just going to swatch all 9 of them at once on my hand, just so that you can see what they all like. As I've said, each and every single one of them has amazing texture, amazing pigment. Even the yellow one here, which sometimes can be a little bit funny, I found that it showed up excellently against my skin tone. Here you can see my poor man's swatches that I've done for you guys. These are all pretty much one heavy swipe using my finger. Obviously it's very different using a brush, but as you can see, they're very intense. As I said about the yellow, that's literally one swipe. The color payoff is amazing. I love how these shades complement each other beautifully as well. The palest shade right in the middle reminds me of MAC's Soft Brown, which is an amazing transitional shade. The 2 metallic shades, this one's like a kind of an apricot golden sort of shade, and then this one is more of a pinky sort of shade, but they're all gorgeous colors, as you can see. So I highly recommend this palette. Okay, so this is the front of the Gemstones palette. So obviously, as the name is, it's covered in images of all the eyeshadows with like sparkly bits on it. And then this is what it looks like inside. It looks gorgeous. They're so heavily pigmented. As you can see, my brush has left dents, so you need to be careful how you apply it to your lid. These are also the kind of eyeshadows that you can use with your fingers, where you can apply a more intense amount a lot more quickly. Okay, so here are all of the shades swatched for you guys. As you can see, they're really rich, they're very intense, and take my word for it when I say they're very, very buttery. And yeah, so it's up to you whether or not you could like these kind of shades, to be honest. I mean, they are quite similar, a lot of them. There's a lot of pinks and purples, and a lot of like, they kind of seem to be within the same sort of family. So yeah, so I just thought I'd show you what these look like up close swatch. Okay, so that's all the swatches. Here are some of the ones on my hands. I need to go and wipe it off because I can't do the video and wipe it off at the same time. So that's it for the swatches for the eyeshadow palettes. What do you guys think? I know that a lot of you are definitely more than likely going to get this if the choice was made to get this one or that one. This one is just a more wearable palette, I guess, especially because there is a mixture of mattes as well as shimmery shades, whereas this one is not as wearable. These aren't your kind of everyday sort of shades, whereas these are everyday kind of shades as well as going out in the evening sort of shades too. I also, with this one, even though it's called the Gemstones palette, I just find that there are too many similar sort of shades. Like there's a kind of a pink and another kind of pink and a different kind of pink, a purple, a bluish purple, a bronzy shade, a reddish bronzy shade, very similar colours. I think with the Gemstones one, they could have actually been a little bit more creative and maybe added a few more other kind of shades to it, maybe a deep red shade. Yeah, so that's just my 2 cents there. But overall, I really love these. I'm actually wearing both of them on my eyes today. That green shade there you can see is on the centre of my lid. I filmed a makeup tutorial on this whole look. I really wanted for you guys to see these palettes in action. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And if you can't wait till then, because probably my review will go up before the tutorial, on my lips I'm actually wearing this lipstick from Too Faced. It's from their new Naturally Mattes collection. This one's called a Birthday Suit. And what I did was I mixed it with Huda Beauty's Icon lip liner to create this kind of peachy pinky look. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are if you're thinking about picking any of these up, or if you already have done, what your thoughts are on it and whether you're happy with it too. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye.